Hello, I'm Debbie. Thank you for joining me today. And today I'm just going to make my traditional meatballs. I'm actually going to bake them in the oven today instead of frying them. But I'd rather have them fried, but a healthier way is just to bake them in the oven. So I have 2.5 pounds of ground beef, but I think I'm just going to use 2 pounds and save the rest. So that's 2 pounds. And I like to put, you need at least 1 egg per pound, but I usually put 2 to 3 eggs. I definitely like a lot of egg. I don't know. This is an egg thing with me. I think the more eggs, the better. Okay, so then, I don't measure, but I'll try to measure this so we can see how much it's going to be. This is 1 teaspoon of black pepper. Seems about right. A teaspoon of salt. About a teaspoon and a half. You're definitely going to need a lot of parsley. I like a lot of parsley anyway. Dried parsley, so a tablespoon and a half. So, let's see. Garlic. Start with a half. Yep, let's go with a whole teaspoon of garlic powder and a whole teaspoon of onion powder. So that's onion powder and garlic powder or granulated garlic. I never use the salt. And definitely going to put, this is about a 1/4 cup of Parm cheese. You can use any type of grated cheese you want. That was the end of that. And I know I always say I don't like to use garlic in the jar, but that's all I have today. My son actually wanted me to make this, so about 2 teaspoons of garlic. The more the merrier to me of garlic as well. And then I like to use seasoned breadcrumbs, probably about a 1/4 cup. Yeah, but I might as well finish that off. About a 1/4 cup. Let's see. Okay. Alright, before I start mixing, I like to clean up a little bit because then you don't have to worry about. Okay, anyway, I don't know, I lost my train of thought and everything. What I do is I'm going to roll them out and put them on this cookie sheet and bake them in the oven. I got my oven set at 350. So, let's see. Let's get these mixed. And the one thing about meatballs is you never want to over mix this meat. You should have used a bigger bowl so that you have room. Because over mixing them makes them heavy, it makes them tough. Putting too much breadcrumbs makes them heavy too and tough. But back in the day, I guess they probably put a lot of breading in there, you know, to make more and to fill up, you know, families, large families. But I actually learned that the less breadcrumbs, the better. But of course, if you do got to make it go further and add more. So you just want to make sure you get that all seasoned in there because you don't want to bite into a big chunk of seasoning or pepper or something. And that looks good to me. And then I roll mine about the size of maybe a golf ball. You don't want to make them too big, you don't want to make them too small, but you do want to make them all the same size so that when they're on the sheet pan, they all cook at the same time. And they take about 35-40 minutes. And plus, if you're going to put them in your sauce, they continue cooking anyway. So I'm going to try to get 3 across here. And I used to have so much fun growing up making meatballs with my mom. I mean, we made tons of meatballs. And not only just for, you know, dinner at home, but if she catered something, not like a professional caterer, but like I know she catered my wedding and, you know, baby showers and different things like that. So we would make tons of meatballs. So I'm not going to say I'm a pro at it, but I would say I'm like a pro at it. This is her recipe, pretty much, is what she never put the garlic in there. But, yeah, lost my train of thought again. That drives me nuts. I was going to say, oh, I like to take a grater and grate fresh onion in there too, or like the fresh garlic, because the onion helps keep them juicy. Wow, these are actually kind of big. But I like to, like, it fits right in the palm of your hand and roll it. And you don't want to roll it too much and pack it in too much. And you could, like, divide it out and make all your meatballs all the same size, but I feel like if you can put it in the palm of your hand and roll it like this, that works pretty good. Okay, well, I don't have the editing and pause, and so this is my meatball recipe. I hope you give it a try. It's an easy recipe, and I know everyone has their own way of making them, but this was just a little bit, this is just my take on them, and some little tips to help you, because if you're wondering why you have heavy meatballs, it's because you're working them too much, or you're putting too much breadcrumb. So for 2 pounds of meat, I did 3 eggs and about a quarter cup of breadcrumbs. And I'm going to freeze some of these. I'm going to cook these on this cooking sheet, like I said, 35-40 minutes in a 350 oven. And I'm going to take the rest of this, which is here, because this is, my son Jordan just ran and bought this for us to have for dinner. And he's inviting a couple of his friends over. But usually I'm just cooking for me and Jordan, or just for myself. So I'll make up a few of these and put them right in the freezer, just like this. You can either cook them first and freeze them, which is fine. But I like to actually make them up raw like this. And sometimes I like to do this when I come home from the grocery store with my fresh hamburger. Make up things with it, like meatloaf, meatballs, different things like that, and put it in the freezer, and then that way you have pre-made meals. So I'm going to put those 3 in a freezer bag. And God, I got to wash my hands. But since we're done with the video, I just want to tell you thank you for watching. I hope you give these a try. And also, you know, fry them in the pan. Fill up your pan of oil, whatever oil you choose. I usually use vegetable oil. Halfway up the pan, and put it on a high setting, and just fry them. Turn them on all sides so that they get cooked all the way through, and enjoy them. And I hope you enjoy these. Thanks for watching. See you on the next one.